It looks like we all have this uncanny ability to compare ourselves with others, or somebody will compare me with others. And the journey of life lives in comparison. And like it or not, at some point or the other, most of us hit a low where we feel I am not good enough. So, this I am not good enough syndrome hits us, and once it starts hitting us either on our own because of some comparison or somebody says I'm not good enough, then I start to believe that I am not good enough, and a rapid decline starts. It's like I lose my self esteem, I lose my self confidence, I start feeling inferior, and after that, there's no more comparison left except me and myself sinking all the way. So it's important to again hit the pause button. When I'm saying I am not good enough, I need to hit the pause button and look at the other side where I am good enough. And it will indeed be surprising that the same person, me, who is saying I'm not good enough, on the whole, will find at least 100 things where I am good enough. Let's say I might feel I am not good enough in dance, but whatever internalized it as, I am not good enough. I can't get along with friends, I can't go with them, they all dance, I can't dance. So I've said to myself, I am not good enough. But I've totally forgotten or ignored the equal reality in that moment that I am good enough, probably in 20 other things, 100 other things, maybe studies, maybe um, chess, or maybe singing, anything. There's so many things I'll be good enough in which I ignore because no one typically points to something that I'm good enough in, and I also do the same thing, that I don't recognize that which I am good in. So the first thing for me is to really understand that I am good enough in many things. Now, this is not to say that that one bit which I am not good enough in, dance. It is not to say I am good enough in dance. Hey, I am not good enough in dance, but that's okay. It doesn't mean I am not good enough. It means, dance is something I'm not able to perform. Finished. It's over. As simple as that. Now, let's say I feel I'm not good enough because I am not able to perform well in one subject in my exam. Because we are all doing our studies now, it's very important to take it from here and see what truly happens when I internalize this as as my quality, that I am not good enough. So how does one feel? How do I feel inside me when I'm believing that I'm not good enough? I feel low. I lose my confidence. I lose interest. I lack motivation. And if I now take my book and keep it in front of me, how well will I study? On a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 is the best and 1 is the worst, how well will I study in this mindset? Surely it must be somewhere around 5, midway, maybe, or maybe less, maybe a little higher, but certainly not to the best of my ability, which it would have been had I not had that thought. Had I not believed that I am not good enough, how would I study? What would be my rating? Maybe it's 8 on 10, right? Okay, so it's 5 on 10. And let's say I start putting in my effort every day, I'm studying. I'm sincere about it. I'm working hard. 1 month I'm studying. But every day I wake up with this feeling I'm not good enough, low on confidence, lack of motivation, and I'm doing that. With this, I now have to go and write my exam. I sit in the exam hall. What's my feeling again? I am not good enough. and I sit there. How well will I write the exam? Again, the same story. When I'm writing, there's no energy. So, first of all, my efforts have been already shaken, it's been diluted, and my writing the exam is also falling in the same kind of zone. How well will I write the exam? Not so good. Now, what happens on the other side? When the results come out, will it be good? Unlikely. My effort was 5 on 10. My exam rating was 5 on 10. The marks also that I get will be half of what I could otherwise have got. Which maybe I would have got 80%, now I may get 40%. Now, what's going to be the story immediately after the results? What will my teacher say? What will my parents say? They'll say, you are not good enough. Can we just see? It looks like a simple math formula now. That when I started with a feeling that I am not good enough, it extended into my effort, it extended into the way I wrote the exam, and indeed, that is what materialized on the other side after the exam when the result came. So, turn the whole thing around and start looking at the fact that, hey, I am good enough in 20 things, 30 things. This is one subject I am not good enough in. That's about it. One doesn't have to feel low. One doesn't have to lose confidence. One says, okay, this is something a little tough to deal with. That's about it. But that doesn't dilute my abilities or my confidence. It doesn't shake me. And I start my journey. We are surely going to see a turnaround in this. The way we approach it and then the way we write the exam, we'll surely see a result which is different from what so far has taken place. So, this I am not good enough is something that can be only in comparison, and it is not real. Because all of us are invested with something good all the time. I want to close with one interesting story which I had read recently. A professor once held a 2000 rupee note, a new one, and he held it in front of his students and asked the question, what is the value of this? And everyone replied, 2000 rupees. I said, oh, okay. And then right in front of their eyes, he crumpled this 2000 rupee note, dropped it on the table, and then asked them again, what is the value of this now? What would they have answered? Same answer, 2000 rupees. He said, oh really? Okay. And then he took it again. He further squeezed it and crushed it and threw it on the floor. And then he asked the same question again. What's the value of this? And they said 2000 rupees. And then he just surmised, and I'm sure you all have figured it out. Whatever you do, no one from the outside, not even me from the inside, can change my value. My intrinsic value is what it is. 2000 rupee will always be 2000 rupees. No dilution there. That goes for you, that goes for me. We would be happy to listen to you. If you would like to reach out to us, offer any suggestions or feedback, please do write to us at dcare@dikshalearning.com. Have a blessed time ahead. Hit the pause button, experience equal reality, and have a wonderful life.